Welcome back. My name is Bobby, and we are on part 2 of our video series on the triune form of human being, the body, the soul, and the spirit. Now, if you haven't seen my part 1 video, please go and watch it. Without understanding the basics and the introduction of what we're talking about, it's really hard for you to understand part 2. So please go and watch part 1 before you watch part 2, 3, or 4. So in part 1, in the first video, I spoke about God creating man in his image and in his likeness. He created us in his image, which means because God is a triune form, we are also created in the triune form, which being the body, the soul, and the spirit. In this video, we're going to look at specifically on the body. What is a body? Romans 12:1 says, offering up our bodies as a living sacrifice, that is true worship. Why is it so important for us to offer our bodies as a living sacrifice? What role does the body play? Why did the Holy Spirit come and live inside our body? So this is what we're going to look at. It is so crucial. I cannot emphasize enough how crucial it is for us to understand this. Without understanding what our body, soul, and spirit is, how they work, what are their roles, we cannot live in the full measure of God. Now, St. Paul says in 1 Peter 1:12, the angels, even the angels long to look into these things. Why? Because they were not given the privilege to come in flesh. Only this privilege was only given to the one who was created in the image and likeness of God himself, i.e. us, human being, the man and the woman. Coming in flesh says a vital role of authority on earth. No one, now this is important to listen very carefully. No one who is not born in the flesh has any authority over the dimension of earth. And this is why even God himself had to come in flesh in order to redeem us. He couldn't come as he is. He's a spiritual being. He's a spirit. He could not come to earth without coming in flesh. Why? Because that is a rule, that is a law of the earth. That's why the spirit that God created also had to have a body. So the primary role of a body is to communicate with this world, to relate to this physical world, to express itself to this physical world. The body communicates through 5 senses. Now we all know these 5 senses, and in case you don't, here they are: hearing, audio, visual, seeing, smell, taste, and touch. So these are the 5 ways the body receives and gives information and communicates to this physical world. So the spirit and soul basically relies on this body to let the world know who and what they are. So who's inside. They express it through the body. This is why Jesus tells us in Matthew 6:22, the eye is a lamp of the body. If your eyes are healthy, your whole body will be full of light. Why is it so important? For this reason. Yes, eye plays a vital role, and so does the rest of the 5 senses. What you see affects who you are, affects your thoughts, affects the pattern, affects the perspective. What you hear, for example, some type of music has negative impact on you. What you smell, some of the fragrances, some of the aromas can attract negative spirit into your life. What you touch, every senses plays a vital role in sending information or bringing, it plays a role in bringing a healthy or unhealthy soul and spirit. And this is why it's really important to understand how to renew, how to revive our body, so that the Spirit of God can express himself through our body, that God can manifest his glory through our body, because body is the medium God uses to speak to this world. That's why the Spirit of God lives in us. That's why He took a residence in us. It is the doorway for your soul and your spirit to access earth. So it is the doorway for God, and it is the doorway for your soul and your spirit. So body, as we know, is a very complex being. So I'm not going to go into the anatomy of it or how it works and all that. I just want to give you a basic understanding so you understand how it works with the soul and the body. So when I talk about the soul and the body, soul and the spirit in part 3 and 4, you will understand how they express through body. So God put this body together as a way for your soul and spirit to communicate to the outside world. Now, God made us to govern and rule the earth, and without the proper functioning of the body, it is impossible to fulfill its duty, its destiny. For the spirit to have any say on earth, according to the law of God, as we heard in the previous videos, the spirit must have a body. The authority over the earth comes with the authority in the body. So you, the body, can say, and that's why Proverbs says, the life and death is in the tongue. Why? Because the body, what you say matters. You hold an authority on earth. So how do we bring the body in complete submission to the work of the Spirit? So we understand now what the body is for. What is it used for? It is to express who the soul and spirit is. It is a medium for God to work on this earth. Without that, without your body, the spirit cannot stand in this world, on this earth, without the body. So it's so crucial for us to surrender our body to the worship of God as a living sacrifice, so we understand, so we can allow God to use that as a passage, as a doorway to express Himself, to manifest Himself to this world. That's what body is for. Now I will speak a little bit more in depth going forward in the next few videos about how to use our body to manifest the glory of God. So I'll explain all that in the next few videos. So for now, I think I will stop here. I think we have a basic understanding of what the body is for, why God created the body, because remember that only the body has the legal legal ground over this earth. In the next video, I will explain what soul and spirit and how they work. So if you like to continue watching, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, like, share and comment, and let everybody hear this. Let everybody know how to rule, how to govern, how to subdue by understanding the 3 dimensions, the power and the authority that you have through this 3 dimensions. So God bless you all.